everybody, this is Salvi here with the VTuber news coming right up for you. Before that, of course, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and the like button as well, and let's get right into it. Dokibird is a VTuber who we are talking about today. She is one who needs no introduction. She is an English-speaking VTuber, and right now she is talking about, or she recently has talked about, some vocal cord stuff. So let's listen into what she has a little bit of insight of.
Like, we don't really have, we've already seen, like, not even like long-term effects, but already like some streamers are experiencing effects on their vocal cords, like after a prolonged period of time of just like 2 years of streaming, especially when they're like, you can tell that, you know, and usually people don't recover from that too, because I don't know if you guys didn't know, for vocal cords, the biggest damage you can do is like those like nodes, like swelling in the nodes, and
yeah, VTubers from Hololive have had vocal cord nodules, yes.
And then it caused like bumpiness on your vocal cords, and from that it's really hard for you to actually like recover from stuff like that, and like usually it's like actually like you have to get surgery at that point if you have, especially if it's like, it's basically career ruining in terms of like for singers and stuff, because you don't sing the same as like you used to, and it's harder, like you don't hit the notes that you used to. So like I try to be very aware of stuff like that. Yeah, even my voice has changed. If you ever seen, even my voice has changed over time, because of like how long I've been streaming. But for me, I talk in I don't like, this is my natural voice, so like I'm not pitching myself higher or anything. You might recognize like how, but then you're like, oh no, like in the past you used to talk a lot higher. Yes, because when I first started out, I used to talk like this all the time, maybe even higher. I don't even know, I can't really replicate that anymore, because I was also very nervous when I'm streaming. When I get really nervous, I pitch myself higher, and it was like I don't stream that much as well, so I used to talk like this all the time, and this was my normal speaking voice. And it's actually crazy because at that time, that was my my normal speaking voice at that time, because like when I stream, because like I was so like, for that, I don't know why, I think I was just really nervous, and then I just consistently talked like that all the time. Every time I like slowly went back into my like natural voice, because it's like how, even then I still think this sort of a streamer, like I would sort of say this is like a little bit like my streamer voice as well, because off stream I talk a lot softer. It's actually crazy, I actually talk a lot softer off stream, I don't know. But it's more so because like, also because like I'm trying to save my voice too off stream, and I'm not like, you know, I'm not performing, you know, I'm not streaming to I'm not like performing to an audience. So off stream I actually talk in a lot softer voice, because I need to save it, and I don't want to like strain myself too much or anything. And you know, I'm not entertaining anybody, I'm just talking to friends or like talking to my manager. And yeah, if you guys ever see me when I don't stream my POV and stuff, I do sound a little different, just because like, you know, in my head I'm like, I'm not entertaining anyone, like it's just me, like.
So yeah, that's where she goes, and that's where she talks about a bit more. Yes, it will affect your voice. There are many people who sing, I believe there's been Kanata, there's been Suisei, there's been Marine, there's been others who have talked about vocal cord nodules and those types of issues. It is something that does hit VTubers, especially singers, but anybody who uses their voice or strains their voice for a long period of time. That's why it's good to be extremely careful when you do these things. Michi Mochievee is an English-speaking VTuber who was a part of VShojo. She's a wonderful zombie, I believe, but correct me if I'm wrong on that one, VTuber. And today we're talking about her because, as you remember, Stream Charts did put this thing out before, but I did not cover certain parts of it. What they had is that they were the second most watched female streamer on the whole thing, and I put also other pieces out there. The main thing here is she was a top VTuber in August, second VTuber actually, behind Sakura Miko, and it was only by like 0.04 million, which is basically like 40,000 hours, I believe, something like that. So it was very close. She was a number 2 in the month of August. She's doing really well in the month of September. The reason why she was number 2 in August was because she was doing the Scambathon, which is very popular. That's where we got the purple Yuri thingy from, and it was, you know, she did extremely well there. She definitely deserves that, and I'm very glad to show this with you guys. Specialite EN, or Specialite Official, is a gamer-focused VTuber agency. It is a small VTuber agency. They do have these 8 talents, as you can see here. They have decided to shut down, though. As you know, as I have mentioned many times before, being an agency requires venture capital funding. You need funding from investors. Investors need to see the promise in the whole thing. The VTuber boom in 2022 or 23, where investors were just shooting money at the whole thing, at every single VTuber agency that came in, is no longer happening. So it's hard for them to get this money. Since they are private, they aren't out publicly, being sold stocks and that kind of stuff. They do need income from venture capital, from investors, etc. They weren't getting it, so they had to close. We would like to thank you for your support over the last 2 years. It is the heavy heart that we must announce Specialite EN will cease operations on October 6th, so you have at least a month to archive everything. Despite the amazing support from our fans and creative energy to the talents, or you may not, because I think they might be giving everything to their talents. So I think they might be doing something right here. Specialite EN has not managed to sustain the growth it needs to continue to operate and expand, i.e., they do not get enough money. They're not making enough from what their merch and things like that. And also, they're not getting any venture capital. Talents have been wonderful to work with, and we will treasure the memories we have with them and wish them the best luck going forward. We also would like to thank all the amazing illustrators, animators, video editors, music producers, merchandise partners, sponsors, and collaborators who supported Specialite EN in the vision it was trying to achieve. With that said, it is with great excitement that all of our talents have chosen to continue their activities as indies. No one's graduating. And we are delighted to be able to transfer their IP rights to continue their adventures. They are not asking for money, as far as I know. They are just like, you know what? We're closing. We don't have enough money. We're bankrupt. We're just not going to be a thing anymore. We're giving you everything. Please support them in their future endeavors regarding merchandise. All booth pre-ordered merchandise will be fulfilled as expected. Digital items will no longer be on sale on booth after closure. All partnered merch will remain on sale, and the account will be transferred to the talents. Uwo Market, Vite Ramen, and Huag, they're all the What.gg. They all will be transferred. This is amazing. This is really good because this shows this agency understands that VTubers, especially if they're going to be going in indie after leaving, they need that little bit of income that's happening there. They need everything transferred to them so that they can continue doing their wonderful work. It is sad to see another company close down, especially a smaller agency when we need it the most, when places like Bishoujo are horrible, Niri-sanji is bad against their talents in the sense of the upper management doesn't care. Things like that have been happening, and it is just, you need someone around to kind of counteract that. Also, agencies, no matter how much we hate them in some cases, they do have benefits, as Cleo has mentioned with Face Connect, helping her actually get artists and illustrators, where normally when she did it on her own, they would ignore her. So that's one of those things. They have their benefits, they have their ups and downs, but it's really sad to see another one go. There is some sad news today, not in the VTuber world, but in the world connected to, well, what a lot of VTubers play, including Hololive, Holostars. A lot of people have been playing Uma Musume, and one of the darlings of Uma Musume is Haru Urara. I regret to inform you guys that Haru Urara has passed away on the 9th of September. It is sad news that came from the place where she is at, the farm where she's at, stables. She died from colic, and colic for horses is basically general discomfort. It is abdominal pain, that type of thing, can cause impaction, other things. They did call a veterinarian, a horse veterinarian, but it was, I guess, too far along. They did what they could, but overnight they passed away. And of course, there is already something here talking about it, where it is basically colic. For those who don't know, Haru Urara is this pink horse girl in Uma Musume, the one that you root for so much because she's always super positive about everything. She loses a lot. She doesn't get Arima Kinen, but I was able to get her to the Ura finale and to win the Ura finale when she was still alive. Well, it's a he, I think it's a he IRL. But when they were still alive, it is, of course, a sad day. Here we go, down here. People are saying, rest in peace. Haru Urara will always believe in you still. And always, of course, work hard to make her win, to give her that win. Arima Kinen is a bit harder because you usually need to go to the ultra rare, the UR stuff, the really, really high-end stuff, like put in a lot of legacies and a lot of high-end legacies. But here's one thing that I think fits right now. It says it's time to go. Was I a good horse? No. I'm told you were the best. And yes, they were the best. They were absolutely amazing. They won the hearts of millions. In fact, people even bet on Urara, knowing that she would lose. But it's kind of like you lose here, you win other places. It was kind of like a good luck charm. Her losses ended up being a good luck charm for drivers, for truck drivers, other drivers, to be safe on the road. It's an interesting thing. You can actually read up on it, and that's the way it was taken. So even though she lost every single professional race that she had, Haru Urara, I'll call her she, was doing their best, doing everything they could to just have that energy. Always, showing off, always having that energy, always being, playing it up for the cameras and things like that. It was a never give up type of attitude. If a horse could have an attitude, that's what it was. And of course, the actual, people are here talking about colic. She was foaled in 1996 by Dai Muneishi. Haru Urara's story captured the nation's hearts because basically losing streak became a boom. Fans flooded. 13,000 people came to watch a 106 start. Ridden with superstar jockey Yutaka Take. She didn't win that day, but the crowd roared as if she had. Symbolized resilience, hope, and never giving up. Fans even turned her losing battle tickets into good luck charms. Cultural phenomenon, inspiring songs, everything like that. As you know, she also ended up getting a bunch of ryegrass that is going to be spread out to the other stablemates now. It wasn't due to the ryegrass, as far as I know. It's something colic can happen to humans as well as it can happen to horses. It is just a sad moment. I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, but they did touch a lot of people's hearts. They did. It touched my heart too when I played Haru Urara. I struggled again and again and again to get her to win, and when I got her to win, it was an emotional moment and it was great. Of course, here is our legacy. I will continue. Rest well, my other half. So yeah, basically the Haru Urara from Uma Musume saying that she'll continue the legacy of the real Haru Urara. And that is all I have to say. And yes, it is not necessarily VTuber news, but it is something VTuber related. And a little bit at the end here, just tie it into actual VTubing. You have Axel Sirius, who tried to get Haru Urara to win, I believe, Arima Kinen and other places, has, responded, as have other VTubers and VTuber enjoyers on what is going on here, as well as Octavio, however you want to call them. They are also responded, and, people are sad that Haru Urara has passed in the VTuber world as well. We have Shishiro Botan in the news today, not for anything negative, but only for positive things, of course. She is known as Shishiron by a lot of the people in the 5th generation, which she is a part of Japanese side of Hololive, along with Lami, Nene, Alo, and Poka, forever Holo 5. Now, we're talking about her today because she has had her birthday. Her birthday was on the 8th, so this is coming after the birthday, of course. And she decided to do a 3D live, a very nice 3D live. I will have you see right now. It's going to be having a little bit of almost like a Nikkei form to it. This whole thing kind of reminded me of like Nikkei and the storyline that they have with it and all that kind of stuff. It's very, very nice. Let's take a look.
そういったものを手に入れて旅人として日々を過ごしながらずっと探しているものがある。それは遥か昔にこの世界から失われてしまった。
So yeah, little things here.
胸の奥痛いよ。場所も時間も飛び越えて分け合える。
You have Azuki here. And then she has little intros for each and every one.
君は音楽を探してるん
It's
だ
kind
ね。
of cool.
それならいつも近くそばで心に宿る抱いて時は
So it's very nice seeing them both. And of course, for every single one of them, she does have another intro here, which is very cool. I love it.
騙したんだ今なら 数の傷心がこのまま途絶えてしまっても私
So yeah, little parts here. I'm just showing you snippets, of course, because you know fair use makes it so that I have to do little snippets. I do apologize for doing little snippets here and there. YouTube is an interesting thing that requires me to do that. So let's continue on with other things that she has here.
ヘッドセットって言ってた
And in this case, she is going to have herself, and I believe this one is just her. It's integration.
outside this world I have created it is really good
Kind of seems like a Vocaloid song, or at least a vocal synthesis song. I may be wrong. But let's take a look at that and go on further, because she has Raura as a part of it as well.
やってるんだ。君を見たとき、ビビビってきたの。君には Everyone keeps telling me to grow up fast, and it is so tough to remind and
nobody can stop me this is the way I am I'll execute you drop dead baby
I will say this, I love the production the production value that they're putting into this Hololive is. Look at this stage that they gave her. It's an amazing stage. It does fit Shishiro quite a bit. Let's take a look. Now you have Aki Rosenthal, another member of Hololive JP, as joining her.
でどこかに飛んでいっちゃうものなんだよそう両手で抱きしめた終わりと始まり破壊と再生
Them together. And this is her with Ryona of Flow Glow. Let's take a look.
されてたんだって
This one is more of a music video, so this one I definitely will probably have to censor in the sense of blur out. It's into gray. If you want to look it up, I'm pretty sure it's already out on her channel, on Shishiro's channel, Shishiro Botan. So you can take a look for that one. Hololive is extremely restrictive when it comes to this. The agency that they have to protect their rights is very aggressive on this, so I may end up having to blur it. I do apologize for that.
だけはあなたをいつでも見てるから行くあのかけるたちはどこへ
As you can see, very good song.
君が願いを
Now
叶え
with
てくれる
Kanata as a part of her
天
singing.
使
Let's take a look.
やめよとは無限に降る孤独をその指で
Love the harmonizing they're doing. Love it. Love it.
旅を続けてるとやっぱりどうしても
And this is,
装
of
備
course-
品は必要になってくるからな
This is gonna be primarily her different merch that's out. The SSRB merch, as you can see here. All of it beautifully done. The charm bracelet. You have the keychains here. Fluffy little keychains there. You have the main, I guess you would call it the main visuals that they have there. And at the end, they're also talking to Kanata a little bit. And she does her final song here.
私たちの最高
I'm guessing this is another original song for her. Look at this. I love this, man. I love that they do this. I'm so very glad that she was able to have all this done. And here she has everyone in the end. Everyone from Ryona, Aki Rosenthal, Kanata, Raura, Watame, not Fubuki, Mio, and Azuki. All of them there together in this new stage that is there for her. Very happy to announce this and very happy to show this to each and every one of you guys. Welcome back to the VTuber Showcase, the place where I like to showcase up-and-coming VTubers of various sizes, shapes, forms, types, everything in between. I do this because I want it to be a positive space for people, a positive space for everybody to have something fun to watch, and I have, some VTubers that they may be interested in. So let's talk today about Yuuko, an English VTuber, ENG Dragon, an English Dragon at your service. Here we go with their Twitch here. Lunatic that is given access to the internet, like to draw and play games. Let's take a look at their content here.
Everyone's dead, but hello.
Me neither. Greetings.
Hello, baby. Tiny little baby.
I'm alive.
There we go.
Oh my God! Someone.
So yeah, that was a jump scare. I don't know how I never know how to like jump yourself through those things. I was never that good at that either. That place, that game, which was specifically Repo. Let's see here. Aftershock Mio is in meta now. League of Legends moments and other things here. Other things that they put out, and of course some of their VODs in shorter form here. So this is of course their YouTube channel. Thank you so much for allowing me to showcase you on my channel, Art Infinity. I do hope this helps you in some way. Thank you guys for watching as always, and of course take a look, and if you enjoy everything, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, all those things that YouTube asks of you. Really do appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.